It is now March 24th, and it's time to see how long the Vans Rowan 2s are going to last me. I've been walking around in these shoes for almost 4 months now. The first thing I can actually mention, usually this back part in the heel will start to tear, but this hasn't happened yet. I think it's because it's got like a smooth nylon, so your heel just slips right in and out of the shoe pretty well. Although I did just notice this right now, I got a string coming loose, and I don't know what that's from. I'll burn that. Now these are also a cup sole, and the last cup sole I had was the Etnies Marana, so that's basically what I'm going to be comparing them to. What I noticed while I was walking around in them is they actually took some time to break in just for walking around. When I first tried them on at the store, they felt alright, but after about a week of walking around in them, they started to hurt my feet. That eventually went away. Now it's time to try and skate them. Let's see how they feel. I'm going to warm up with some flat ground, and then I'm going to start hitting the ledge here. It's good to see when you have new shoes, just whether or not your basics are still there. Everything will come back in time. Too hot out for my crappy phone. So far, these have had a lot better board feel than I remember the first time I wore the Maranas. I don't know if it's because I got used to skating a cup sole with the Maranas. A lot of my flip tricks came a lot easier. I remember having trouble with heel flips last time. This time, it's like 3 tries. I've had to move to a cooler spot because my phone can't take the heat. So now, instead of that normal ledge back there, I'm going to be skating this tiny little boy. Let's do some slappies, I guess. There we go. I haven't slapped into a cricket for a while. Grinding and sliding feels good. Flip tricks feel good. Only thing that feels a little weird is just ollies. Feels like my foot's gonna go past the nose like an ollie north. Like I'm just gonna ollie north every time. I should try an ollie north. But other than that, I mean, that's gonna take less than a week to get used to. As I already said, board feel is great on these. I can feel the concave, like the moment I stepped on my board. I couldn't do that with the Marana. And all in all, I'm actually quite impressed. Okay, I'll be back in about a month. It's April 27th. It's been a month. It's time to take a look at these. This has always been my biggest concern, where the ball of your foot starts to rub out. It's holding up very well. I have had to shoe glue quite a bit over here. You can see this is starting to fray, this part split open, and I ripped a lace. And that's basically it. I mean, it's a month of wear, but that's every day, like I said. In terms of toe cap, it's holding up pretty well. It's definitely wearing down. I do a lot of kick flips, or kickflip style things, so that's to be expected. This lace is about to snap. On the switch side, not a lot of wear. I've been practicing switch heels a lot, and yeah, still not a lot of wear. I guess mostly over here. It's kind of weird. So far, so good. What I think is most surprising, because most shoes inside here, I don't know if you can see if it's too dark, but the back of the heel blows out very quickly, like before I even start skating them. These are starting to rip, but still not so bad. I think it's because of the vinyl. And yeah, that's basically a month of wear. right, here's something to note. Just there, landing primo on the tray flip is the first time I felt it. I like this board. Back in a month. May 19th, and these are almost done. I'm pretty sure in my last update I mentioned that I had to take about like a week off because of an injury. It happened again. So this is almost 3 months in. Lots of gooing. Had to replace the lace. This part actually came undone. I don't know why. It did so on the other shoe as well. And 3 months in, I'm finally wearing down the ball of the foot area. I've mentioned before I wear this part down for heel flips because for some reason I flick off of my heel. You see this is starting to come undone too. But all in all, not bad. They held up fairly well. As for a cup sole, not as long as I have noticed with other cup soles, but they are Vans, and I remember saying right off the bat I could feel more. I had more board feel at the beginning of their life. This is the other shoe. This is what I was talking about right here. I don't know why that came undone. A lot less wear down here, but so I'll probably do one more update before I fully retire these shoes. Like, I skate every day, and I guess I've taken 2 weeks off, so 3 months minus 2 weeks, everyday skating. So far, that's what becomes of them. They skate well. There's that. Once it's time to retire them, I'll do one last update. I don't expect that to take long. Yeah. Why is everything scraped today? Personal NBD. Never did that before in my life. So it's been a whole other month, and I'm starting to have some thoughts. It's June 25th, not that much more wear and tear than what you've seen before. This is getting thinner. Right side's starting to wear out. But really what I want to say is that I got injured again. I don't know if I've ever had so many injuries so close together. I'm starting to think it's the shoes. It seems like every month I'm just rolling one of my ankles. And out of all the shoes I've skated over my whole life skateboarding, which has been a long time, I've gotten hurt, but I have never rolled my ankle so much as I have with these shoes, and I think it's the shoes. Although, 4 months, it's a pretty good lifespan. With the injuries, I would probably say it's like 3 months, maybe. I've taken in total a month off, extended their life. I just got better. I'm gonna skate a little and hopefully not roll my ankle again. And I will do one last update when these shoes are finally ready to die. Everything about that was wrong, but I don't care. That's probably the first real one I've ever done. You know what I mean by real, right? Like, I would normally just get into it real slow and then stop and then wait and then do it, and basically doing it out of a tail drop. That was the first one that I did fully moving. That's what I want to say. That was shitty, but 2 makes it true. It's January 26th, and I'm going to keep this quick because it's been going on too long already. It's time to retire these shoes. This is the extent of the damage at the bottom, and it still hasn't gone through to the insole. I take back what I said in my last 2 updates. These things are tanks. These things are tanks, and I don't think they're responsible for me rolling my ankle. I think that's just human error. Given the chance, I would definitely get them again. I probably will. I really like them. They skated super well. They lasted. They're probably the most durable shoe I've ever had. So in the future, I'm probably going to try and measure my my sessions out by the hours and see how many hours the shoes last. Vans Rowan 2. Lasted me 5 months. Five months. Thanks.